Hi friends, welcome to practice. I had a request for Pinchamayurasana or forearm stand. So this is a class that's designed to build into forearm stand. However, if that's not in your practice, this will still be a great class to stand alone outside of the forearm stand. So whether you get upside down or not, this will still be an enjoyable practice where we'll work some back bends, some strengthening for our shoulders. So don't worry about getting upside down, just let it be a fun process. We'll keep things on the fairly shorter side for this practice, so we'll move pretty quickly. We are gonna dive right in. If you have a block at home, grab a block. If you don't have one, you can do this first part seated. Just come into a nice easy seat, crossing one leg in front of the other. Take your hands behind your head, and again, you can do the same movement in your seat. If you have your block, set it up on the mid height so that the block is parallel to the short edge of your mat. So longest edge parallel to the short edge of your mat. Bring your shoulder blades onto the edge that is closest to you. So kind of working onto your block until you feel like you have this nice sort of shelf for your upper back, your upper spine here. Plant your feet flat on the ground. Again, you can do this seated with one leg crossed in front of the other. Hands behind your head. With an inhale, extension, arch your back, lift your gaze, elbows open wide. On your exhale, wrap your elbows around your face, spinal flexion, engage your abs as you hug everything around your spine. Inhale, open up your chest, elbows flare out, spinal extension. Exhale, round and hug everything in. Brace your abs while you wrap in. We'll do that 3 more times. Opening elbows, gaze goes back. Exhale, wrap and hug. 2 more times. Kind of finding your pace, your rhythm. It's okay if it's slightly different than mine. Last one. If you're on your block, stay elevated on your block, but find a neutral spine. So where you're not overly extended, you're not overly flexed. If you were seated, just come down onto your forearms as if you had a block behind you, but you're gonna support yourself with your forearms here. Or you can do this all the way onto your back, up to you. Again, if you're on your block, hands stay behind your head, neutral spine, pick your feet up off of the ground, stack your knees on top of your hips. Inhale, press your right leg away from you while you keep your left knee over your hip. Exhale, restack right knee, right hip. Left side, inhale, press your heel away from you. Exhale, come back through center. We'll keep that going with our breath, alternating side to side. So again, you're more in a neutral position with your spine, not overly extended, not overly flexed. Really focusing on the strength of the abs here at this point. Hugging ribs in, belly button slightly hugging in toward your spine. So we're feeling that fire again into our abs here. Keep breathing with it, building a little bit of heat. Although this class will be on the shorter side, we'll keep it fairly spicy. Take one more each way, one more time to the right, one more time to the left. After you've gone one more each way, feet down, press your way up into a seat. You can move your block out away from you at this point. Hands behind you, plant your feet a little bit wider. Windshield wiper, bringing both knees to one side, alternating side to side. With just this slight support, hands behind you, a slight lean back. Come back through center. Keep your feet wide. Find more of a seat where you're not supported on your hands. We'll find that same movement, but a little bit more active. Windshield wiper, both knees over towards your left side. Drive into your shins, engage your glutes to drive your hips all the way up. Sit your hips back down, pick your knees up through center. Feet stay relatively where they are as you roll over towards your right side. Engage your glutes, drive into your shins to lift your hips up. We'll go side to side, making sure you're breathing. Again, engaging glutes to help drive your hips all the way long. We'll go one more time each way. One more time over toward the right. Coming all the way back down into a seat. We'll make our way into a tabletop at this point. However you want to get there. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Start to wiggle about. Maybe that looks like some more traditional cat-cow. Maybe you'd like to find some barrel rolls or some hip circles. As always, I say this a lot, but there's no right or wrong way to move here. And I say it a lot because it's true. Find what your body needs, what your spine needs, what your hips need, what your wrists need. We'll take one more round of breath to just wiggle about. Coming back into your neutral spine. Keep your hips and your knees stacked. Start to crawl your arms long out in front of you for puppy pose. So again, hips stay stacked over knees, so different from our child's pose in that the hips aren't going anywhere. Bringing your forehead all the way down to the ground while you keep your arms long. If you want even more spinal extension, you can lower chest and chin to the ground, finding what works for you and your shoulders and your spine, going as much into that as you want to, or backing off as much as needed. One more breath. Shift forward into a Sphinx pose. So keeping your forearms where they are. Lower your forearms, your elbows to the ground. Hips come all the way to the ground as you stack shoulders over elbows. Pull your chest through. Finding, again, this extension at your spine. Drive into the tops of your feet. Engage your glutes just a little bit here. Making sure you're not dumping into your low back, but you're really using your mid back to find your extension. Take one more breath. Lower all the way back down. Pull your palms to frame your rib cage. Press up into a tabletop. We'll head into a down dog. Tuck onto all 10 toes. Lift your hips high. As you arrive, take a few moments to just explore. Again, whatever you feel called to. Could be some pedals through the feet, taking your dog for a walk. Maybe some sways of your head. Take one more breath. Coming into stillness, we'll take some waves through the spine. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Tuck your tailbone. Start to round through low, mid, upper back. Shift forward. So you end in this really rounded plank. Bend your knees. Drive your shoulders toward your hips as you lift all the way back up into your down dog. Again, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Initiating from your tailbone round through low, mid, upper back. Shift forward. Bend your knees. Drive your hips up and back, down dog. One more time, round and ripple forward. Down dog. Take small steps to the top of your mat, walking your feet to your hands. Landing in a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Let your ears hang in between your biceps. Maybe a sway side to side. Maybe a bounce up and down. One more breath. End of your exhale, release your fingertips down. Lift your spine up halfway. Palms to your shins. Pull your shoulders back, soft bend in your knees. Fold with your breath out. Lead with your chest. Sweep your arms up, high mountain. With your breath out, hinge from your hips. Fold back down. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Pull your shoulders, your hips back. Fold forward, plant your palms. Step back into a plank pose. Shift forward so your shoulders are in front of your wrist. Lower all the way to your belly. Locust, reach your arms down your side. Lift your upper back, your chest from the ground. Lift your feet from the ground. So you're finding extension, again, at your upper spine. Keeping your low back out of it. Engage your glutes. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower. Palms frame your rib cage. Tuck your toes. Hug your ribs in. Pull your belly button up toward your spine. Push into your palms. If you find that your shoulders and wrists are stacked, shift forward so that your elbows are stacked on top of your wrists rather than shoulders. With an exhale, press up into a plank pose. You can also go to tabletop if needed. We meet in down dog. Take a breath in. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Travel to the top of your mat however you want to get there. You might take some slow steps. You might take a hop. Lift your spine up halfway. Fold with your breath out. Lead with your chest. Sweep your arms up, high mountain. Hinge from your hips. Fold back down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold forward, plant your palms, step back into your plank pose. Again, shift forward, shoulders in front of wrists, lower all the way to your belly. This time, sweep your arms long in front of you. Finding our locust pose, lift everything away from the ground, but now you've got your arms up overhead. A little more intense, so arms can always come long by your side if that feels a little bit better for you. Take another inhale. Lower down, palms frame your rib cage. Again, do your best to get your elbows and your wrists stacked here. Hug your ribs, your belly button in. Press through plank or tabletop. Down dog. Take an inhale, lift onto the balls of your feet. Again, however you want to get to the top of your mat, travel forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Lead with your chest, sweep your arms up high, mountain. Hinge from your hips, fold forward. Halfway lift. Fold forward, plant your palms, step back into your plank pose. Shift forward, shoulders in front of wrists, lower halfway down. Up dog, flip onto the tops of your feet. Pull your chest through, broaden across your collarbones. Down dog, lift your hips up. Take an inhale. Take a soft breath out. Shift forward into a plank pose, stacking your shoulders slightly in front of your wrists. Keep your left hand rooted. Come into a side plank on your left side. Right fingertips reach all the way up toward the ceiling. Now bring your right forearm down to the ground. So reaching your right fingertips towards your left wrist. Right forearm lands, elbow lands. Forearm side plank on your right side. Bumping your hips up, reaching left fingertips high. Back to our side plank on the left. Plant your left palm, drive into the balls of your feet, then all the way to the knife edge of your feet as you reach right arm high. Drive your right knee up toward your chest. Step your right foot all the way to the top of your mat, maybe without your right hand even landing. Soften your left knee to the ground, sweeping all 10 fingertips up toward the ceiling. Let your left hip descend a little bit here, finding a little extra length across the front line of our body. Now pull your palms to meet overhead. Bend your elbows, but reach your hands behind you. So you're driving your thumbs down toward your back. Lift your elbows, lift your chest. Finding this slight extension at your spine. Take an inhale. With your exhale, twist to your right. Zip your ribs together as you go, so you're stacking your spine. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, pull your palms together. Elbows bend and lift as your thumbs drive behind you. Exhale, twist to your right. One more time. If you aren't already, tuck onto your left toes. We've got a big transition coming our way. Exhale, twist to your right. Left toes are tucked. Drive into your right foot all the way to a staff pose. Lift your left knee into your chest. Wrap your hands around your left shin. Kick your shin slightly into your hands as you pull your hands into your shin. Squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back body. So broaden across your collarbone, lengthening across the front of your right hip. You might stay here, or you might just find this ever so slight lean back. So a little bit more length across the front of the right hip. Take an inhale. To an airplane lunge, hinge on your right hip, left toes to the back edge of your mat. Sweep your fingertips long down your side. Chest is lifted slightly, again, keeping this theme of our extension in our spine. Open to a warrior two. Pivot your left toes to the long edge of your mat as you open up your chest, your arms. Stack right knee on top of your right ankle. Take an inhale. Side angle, reaching elbow towards your thigh or maybe all the way down inside your ankle. Reverse your warrior, reach all the way up and back. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step into a plank pose, chaturanga or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Meeting down dog, shift forward into our high plank again, shoulders slightly in front of your wrists. Keep your right hand rooted. Side plank on the right side, pivot to the knife edge of your feet. Left arm comes high. Forearm plank on the left, reaching left fingertips towards your right wrist. Forearm elbow lands, side plank on the left forearm. Back to our side plank on the right palm. Land your right hand, come to the balls of your feet, then all the way to the knife edge. Left arm reaches up. Drive your left knee up towards your chest. Possible without landing left hand. You step your left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Chest, hips turn forward. Soften right knee down, finding our modified lunge. Little bit of a descension of your right hip here as you find length across the front line of your body. Pull your palms to meet. Bend your elbows. Drive your thumbs behind you, down towards your shoulders. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, inhale. With your exhale, twist to your left, stack your spine as you go. Back to our reverse prayer shape. Palms together, bend and lift your elbows. Exhale, twist to your left. One more time, tuck onto your right toes if you aren't already. Exhale, twist. Big transition to our staff pose. Drive into your left foot. Push off the ball of your right foot to lift your right knee into your chest. Interlace your hands around your right shin. A little kick of your shin to your hands. Pull your hands back into your shin. Use that as leverage to squeeze your shoulder blades, lengthen your collarbone. You can stay where you are. You might just find a tiny lean back. Again, a little extra length across the front of your left hip. Inhale. To an airplane lunge, hinging on your left hip. Right toes to the back of your mat. Fingertips drive all the way back towards your right heel. Warrior two, pivot your right toes, hip, chest open. Knee and ankle stacked of our front leg. Drive into your pinky toe of your back leg. Inhale. Side angle, elbow to thigh. You can reach all the way down inside your ankle. Reverse warrior, reach up and back. Cartwheel your palms down. Frame your front foot. Stepping into your plank, chaturanga, or knowing that you can always skip the chaturangas. Meeting in down dog. Shift forward into our plank pose. Side plank on your left hand. Pivot open toward the right side, reaching your right arm all the way up. Forearm plank on your right elbow. Reaching right fingertips toward your left wrist. Lift your left fingertips as you pivot to the opposite side. Back to our side plank on the left palm. Drive to the ball of your feet, then all the way to the knife edge of your feet, right arm lifts. Option for a wild thing, land the ball of your right foot off the left edge of your mat. Drive into the pinky toe edge of your left foot, the ball of your right foot to lift your chest. Glutes engaged, inhale. Coming through our side plank, drive your right knee up to your chest. Step your right foot all the way to the top of your mat. Keep your left knee lifted this time. Inhale to a high crescent. Hips are squared off. Pull your palms to meet. Bend your elbows. Drive your thumbs behind you. And inhale to lift chest, lift gaze. Exhale, twist to your right. Bend your left knee so it hovers above the ground. Again, finding our reverse prayer. Lift your elbows, lift your chest. Exhale, twist to the right. Bend your left knee. One more time. Inhale, lift your chest, your gaze. Exhale, twist to the right. All of our weight to our right foot. Unwind your spine, left knee all the way up into your chest. Cactus your arms this time, driving your elbows, your shoulders back all the way to the wall behind you. A slight lift of your chest up and a tiny, tiny lean back. Take an inhale. Into a full airplane this time. Sweep your arms long, left toes reaching all the way to the wall behind you. Different from our warrior three in that we want this lift in our chest. Back heel is lifting as if you're trying to make yourself into a little smiley face shape. Bend your right knee to land your left foot. Warrior two, pivot your toes, your hip, your chest open. Side angle, your variation, elbow to thigh or inside your ankle. Reverse warrior, reach up and back. Adding a skater lunge, pivot your right toes so that they match your left foot. Bend your left knee, reach your arms into a T. So both feet are rooted, different from our skandasana here. Now stay lowish in your hips, find a skater to your front leg. Pivot all 10 toes around to the top of your mat. Left hand inside your right foot. Right fingertips open, revolve lunge. Plant your right palm, step back into a plank, chaturanga, or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. From down dog, shift forward into our plank pose. Right hand stays rooted, side plank on the right palm. Forearm plank on the left side. Bring your left elbow all the way to the ground. Pivot open to face the opposite edge of your mat. Right arm up. Back to our side plank on the right hand. Push into your right palm to pivot all the way to the opposite side. Option for a wild thing. Left foot lands off the right edge of your mat. Drive into the knife edge of your right foot, the ball of your left foot, to lift your chest, your gaze. Coming back through our side plank, drive your left knee up toward your chest. As controlled as possible, land your left foot to the top of your mat. Right knee stays lifted, high crescent lunge this time. Pull your palms to meet. Reverse prayer, bend your elbows, thumbs drive behind you. Lift your chest, lift your elbows, inhale. Exhale, twist to your left, bend your right knee to a hover. 2 more times. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, twist. 1 more time. Exhale, twist. All the way to staff pose. All your weight to your left foot, unwind your spine, right knee lifts to our chest. Cactus your arms, your elbows. Reaching your elbows back behind you, shoulder blades down toward your hips. Lift your collarbones up, a tiny, tiny lean back. Take an inhale. Full airplane. So we're keeping a very similar shape, but now we're reaching our chest more parallel to the floor as right toes reach long behind us. Hips stay squared off, but you're still lifting your right heel up and back. Bend your left knee to land the ball of your right foot. Warrior 2, pivot your toes, hip, chest open. Side angle, elbow to thigh, or whatever variation you've been working with. Reverse warrior, reach all the way up and back. Skater lunge, pivot your left foot so it's parallel to your right foot. Bend your right knee, tee your arms. Stay low-ish. Skater lunge to the top of the mat. Pivot all 10 toes back to the top. Right palm inside of left foot. Revolve lunge, inhale. Left hand plants. Step back into your plank pose, chaturanga, or skip it. We meet in down dog. Down dog, shift forward into your plank pose. Again, we'll go side plank on the left hand. Reach your right fingertips all the way up and open. Forearm plank on your right, or forearm side plank, I should say, on your right elbow. Pivot all 10 toes to face the opposite side. Left arm reaches up. Forearm plank, left elbow meets your right. Turn your fingertips forward, palms down. Lifting hips up, push the ground away from you. Dolphin, lift your hips as you walk your feet in toward your shoulders. So hips are lifting really, really high. Rather than dumping your weight forward into your shoulders, drive your shoulders up and back, drive your hips up. Thinking a lot of length all the way from elbows to hips. Now, drive into the ball of your feet, drive into your palms. Down dog, you'll be in a kind of short and down dog push into both palms. Sweep your right toes up and back, single leg dog. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Wild thing, landing. Right ball of your foot off the left edge of your mat. Inhale. Pull your right knee up to your chest. Step your right foot all the way to the top of your mat. High crescent. Inhale, stack shoulders over hips. Right to our airplane this time. Reaching your chest forward, push off of the ball of your back foot to lift your chest, lift your gaze. Keep your fingers reaching long behind you. Keep your left toes lifting. As you start to hinge on your hips, bring your chest even closer to you as your forehead comes even closer to the ground. So think standing split, but our hands are still reaching long. Take one more breath. Whew. Bend your right knee, land the ball of your left foot, warrior 2, pivot your toes, your hip, your chest, open. Whew. I'm sweating, y'all. Side angle, reach your upper body forward. Reverse warrior, reach all the way up and back. Skater lunge, pivot your right foot parallel to your left foot. Right to our revolve lunge, turn all 10 toes forward, left hand plants, right fingertips reach up. Finding plank pose, chaturanga, or straight to down dog. All right, last time, last side, shift forward into our plank pose. Side plank on your right hand, pivot, all 10 toes to the left side, left arm reaches up. Forearm, left forearm comes all the way down. Forearm side plank, pivot your toes to face the opposite side, right arm reaches up. To our full forearm plank, right elbow lands, turn all 10 fingertips forward, push into your palms, drive your hips up. To our dolphin, walk your feet in as you lift your hips. Again, driving hips up, 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 so that your shoulders are also driving up rather than dumping your weight into your shoulders. Take a breath in. Push into both palms, down dog, kind of short in stance, that's all right. Inhale, sweep your left toes high. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Wild thing, ball of your left foot lands off the edge of your mat. Take an inhale. All the way to the top of our mat with our left foot, drive your knee toward your chest. Land left toes, high crescent. Inhale, hips, chest squared off toward the front of your mat. Right to our airplane. Reaching your ribcage, your head forward in order to fly your arms and lift your right toes. Now again, drive your energy of your limbs behind you and up as you start to hinge even more on your left hip, coming toward a standing split, but again with the arms reaching long. Whew, this side is a little more shaky for me. You might find that too. Keep breathing into it. Bend your left knee, land the ball of your right foot, warrior two. Side angle with your breath out. Reverse warrior, reach up and back. Skater lunge to your back leg, turn your left foot parallel to your right. Right to our revolve lunge, turn all 10 toes forward as you plant right hand, left fingertips high. Left hand down, step your left toes back. Chaturanga or skip it. We meet in down dog. Whew. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Come down onto your shins. Kneeling on the shins. Let your hands just fall into your lap. Close your eyes. This moment to just breathe. A lot of heat, a lot of intensity. Allowing, again, yourself to just breathe, coming off of a little bit more intensity, flow, pace before we come into our forearm stand. Allowing the breath to soften, heart rate to come down. Take one more breath. And of course, if you need longer than one breath, stay as long as it suits you. That's totally fine. We'll start to head into our pincha, our forearm stand. There's a couple ways that we can do this. The first way is a little bit more traditional, having your forearms down with your fingertips pointing away from you. This is the most common way to do it. A version that I really like that feels just a little bit better on my neck and shoulders is making more of a triangle shape. So bringing fingertips to touch and then having this triangle shape in your hands and then the elbows going out from there. So you'll be more on the pinky edge of your hand with this variation. This feels a little bit better in my shoulders and I find that I'm able to maintain a forearm stand a little bit better this way. It feels more stable for me. So you could play with both and see what works for you. Either way, whatever you're doing, we want to make sure that the elbows are in line with our shoulders. If the elbows flow out really wide, it's going to dump you into your shoulders and it's not going to be a very safe or stable way to get upside down. So again, we want to make sure that elbows stay in line with our shoulders. So you can play with what variation works for you. I'm going to go for my personal favorite of my triangle shape on the pinky toe edge, bringing fingertips together, and then the rest of my palm flares out from there. Whatever setup you're going for, set up so that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. First, we'll start in our dolphin. So driving hips up, walk your feet all the way in toward you. We're doing our best to stack our hips on top of our shoulders and making sure that you're not dumping into your shoulders at this point. Lift up and out of your shoulders by driving your hips and your shoulders up toward the ceiling. You can either hang out here in your dolphin, great place to strengthen, or you might play with just starting to lift one leg. Maybe you stay here. If you're going for your forearm stand or you're taking steps toward it, rather than taking a kick up of your top leg, we want to be able to maintain the engagement of our abs. So hugging ribs and belly button in, maintaining that engagement throughout. Think of lifting your top leg while taking just the babyest hop off of the leg that's on the ground. So again, lifting top leg up toward the ceiling while maintaining the engagement in our core. Another thing that's happening is you want your chest to find this slight pull through. So a little bit of an extension in our spine as you're driving your chest away from you. The slight arch in the back. Finding, I know that's a lot, but finding all of that setup, the littlest lift of your top leg, finding whatever shape works for you in your forearm stand, shape with your legs, Maybe you've got some hang time, maybe you haven't. Either way is just fine. Make sure you're breathing. Continue to drive out of your shoulders. You can stay as long as it suits you. If you would like to pause the video and continue a little longer, feel free. If you're ready to make your way either out of your forearm stand or your dolphin, make your way into a child's pose. Again, play as long as it suits you. But when you found your child's pose, hips to heels, arms long, you might find that your heart rate is still pretty elevated. Maybe you're feeling a little out of breath. I know I am. Allowing yourself to start to steady the breath. Finding a softer state. And just like with forearm stand, feel free to stay in your child's pose as long as you need to. Otherwise, start to make your way up and out. We'll start to cool things down pretty quick as I promise to try to keep this on the slightly shorter side. Come into a seat with your feet out in front of you, bringing your feet wider than your hips. We'll do a variation of our shin rolls that we did earlier. So feet wide, hands can be behind you or away from the ground, whatever you prefer. Windshield wiper both knees over towards your left. Plant your left hand behind your left hip. Drive into your shins, engage your glutes, reach your right arm up. So left hand stays rooted this time for a different variation. Come back down into a seat. Roll through center. Windshield wiper to the right, plant your right hand. Drive into your shins to lift your hips, lift your chest. Roll side to side a few times at your pace. You might find that as you take these shin roll variations that you shift around on your mat. That's perfectly normal. Just moving around the room. Take one more each way or even out your sides, depending on the pace that you're working at. After you've gone one more each way, extend your legs long out in front of you and come all the way onto your back. As you arrive, hug your right knee into your chest, driving left leg long, feeling some length across your left hip. Keep your left hand, your right knee connected. Roll onto your left side as you pull your right knee across your body, right arm long on the opposite direction. If there's a different variation of your twist that you'd like to take, please feel free to move into whatever works for you. Take one more breath. Back through center. Hug your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg long. Again, finding length across the front of our right leg and hip. Right knee stays connected to, or right hand to left knee rather. Roll onto your right side as you pull your left knee across your body. Left arm long in the opposing direction. Again, feel free to take a different variation of your twist, whatever works for you. One more breath. Come back through center. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Maybe some circles through your knees or your hips. And if there's any last movements, poses, stretches, anything at all that would help round out and complete your practice, move into whatever that might be. It could be as simple as a happy baby, maybe a bridge or a waterfall. Take as much time as you need. And when you're ready to head into your final resting posture, you can land in your Shavasana. Arms, legs long, or any variation that you'd like. And just meet me here when you're ready. Again, take your time through your last movements. Whenever you do arrive in your final posture of class, let your breath practice go if it hasn't already. Allowing the breath to return to a natural, normal rhythm. My friends, this is where I will leave you. Please stay as long as you have the time and space for. When you're ready to transition out, take your time. There's no rush. It is such an honor to share this practice with you. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you're joining from. As always, please like, share, subscribe. It means a lot. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Take care.